This one is really interesting. It's FromSoft's first attempt at creating a fast-paced melee boss. It's significant jump up in the difficulty from the previous encounters. Looking on the source yield from each boss, I believe this one shouldn't be fought right after the armored spider. Instead, you should go into other archstones, explore, gather equipment, level up, defeat easier bosses until you get to another boss that's too hard for you. Then you just go to another location from the Nexus's archstones. In my opinion, this design weakens the overall experience. But I'm talking here only about the bosses, not the world design. Just wanted to let you know that this isn't the preferred boss order I am presenting here. It's more of a every boss of every location type of order. I might do something similar like this series, just with the locations, if you like this one enough. When we first entered the arena, we were once again greeted with an amazing cinematic cutscene. Just gonna let it play. This arena isn't that much unique from the gameplay perspective. It has a few lava puddles that hurt you should you stamp onto them. It also has some spots on its edges that you can cheese the boss with. I'll talk more about them, the cheese strategies, at the end of this video. Where this arena shines though is in its artistic design. Flamelurker is a demon trapped in the mine, trapped in its very heart, in the forge. And it is not happy about it, as we can see in the cutscene and during the fight itself. The forge is beautifully designed, with wall of fire at the back, really high ceiling and impressive columns, and of course colossal bones at its sides. This all adds up to form an image that will stick with you for a long time. Like I've said at the beginning, he is a significant step up in the difficulty. His attacks are pretty fast and aggressive, and they only get faster. Literally, the pace of this encounter gets faster and faster as the fight progresses. Flamelurker has surprisingly small moveset. Surprisingly, because I didn't feel that at first. I was just panic rolling, hoping not to get hit by any of his AoE attacks. He usually performs two series of attacks. He tries to punch you with his fist and then slams the floor for powerful AoE, or does the same just in different order, using another fist. I might add that in the mines that precede this boss, there are glowing orbs that explode if you get too close. I think this was intentional foreshadowing for the Flamelurker's AoE attacks. Developers gave the players chance to practice avoiding them either by dodge or by running away in a somewhat safe environment. He might also occasionally jump at you if you get too far. I initially thought that it would also include AoE blast, but somehow this wasn't the case. I was pretty terrified by the quickness of responses he demands from me. I mean, I've beaten Sekiro, but I was caught off guard by this Demon Souls boss. As he gets faster, he also glows brighter, which makes reading his movements progressively harder. And that would be it. But the fluidity of his attacks, his aggressiveness, it just comes together so well that it is by far one of the best bosses in Demon Souls, at least for me. When defeated, he will drop Searing Demon Soul and 22,500 souls. His soul has to be given to Blacksmith Ed in order to unlock advanced weapon forging. When it comes to the tips, like I've said, do not feel like you have to fight him right after the armored spider. Go to other worlds first, level up, then come back and whoop his hot ass. Flamelurker is extremely vulnerable to magic, so if you can, you should definitely send him some soul arrows. This will make your experience a lot more manageable. Oh, and fire protection ring is a must-have. If you want to cheese your way through this one, you can pretty easily use the bones and spines at the sides of the arena to get him stuck. Now just use your bow or soul arrows to kill him, it's that easy. There are speculations surrounding Flamelurker's connection to Blacksmith Brothers. As far as I know, there are 3 facts supporting this theory. The weapon Hands of God, which belonged to the legendary Dragon Slayer Big M, can be found only in 3 locations. The pair of them is located right before the entrance to the Flamelurker's arena. If you dare to kill Blacksmith Ed and Baldwin, they each drop 1 Hand of God. Add to that unusual properties of this boss's soul that I've mentioned before, the way he fights using his fists and the fact that he is lurking right next to the Dragon God himself, and you can start to wonder if Flamelurker was the legendary Big M and the Blacksmiths are his descendants. Thanks for watching, see you tomorrow.